You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dini Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what's going on, and welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. I'm your host, dini-mussolini, and we have a very special guest for this episode, so you should definitely want to stick around for that. And again, I have to give my apologies as I did this morning. I have a throat injury, so that's why I sound like this. But, you know, the show must go on, you know. Did you guys know that you can decide what you enjoy? Yes, of course you can. Think of all the acquired tastes you have accumulated over your lifetime. Many things you now enjoy as an adult, certain foods, types of music, activities, you no doubt abhorred as a child. Success is an acquired taste. Those who learn to enjoy the activities which lead to success and achievement are the ones who attain that success. The best players genuinely enjoy the game. The most successful entrepreneurs are the ones who truly love their work. Many people dream of the ideal job in which they could do what they already love and make money at it. That is an admirable and worthy aspiration, yet sometimes it is just not realistic. But there's another way to arrive at the same result. If you can't find a way to do what you love, then find a way to love what you do. One way or another, when you acquire a taste for success, you'll feast on the positive results that it brings. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or Inside the Book, Inside the Business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. So one time for my people who are indigos, crystalline, or starseeds, or for my Vigilantes audience family, and 2 times for my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 4 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, movies, and research in every aspect, and we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award winning artists to nominees to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology geniuses, visual artists, from authors to professors and aliens. Or people think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out. To book an interview or just to share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. And that's V as in Victor. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do, and together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people who should hear it. So let's create something incredible. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Text that number to your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the homepage, you can slap that go live button and you'll be right here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. Feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much and we take up the entire hour. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/onlyonemediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, or any app from the Google Play or iTunes Store or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we ever aired.
All right, welcome back to the show. Today's interview is with an author by the name of Kennard-ray-Stephens. And again, I'm your host, dini-mussolini. Our interviews go beyond the music, the books, the movies, the businesses, and into the minds of the authors or people who create these marvelous aspirations, from researching our special invited guests, mining for details, watching, reading, and listening to everything we can. Our interviews are designed to bring out the best answers possible through provoking questions that have a real substance, okay? So sincere warm welcome to Kennard to our show today. We'll have an absolutely amazing time talking with him about his book, his journey, and maybe the importance of online presence for authors. Point being, I'm sure he has a lot of incredible things to say here, and I don't want to give too much away. So with that, let's go ahead and welcome him to the show. Hey, Kennard, well, how's it going?
Hey, man, how's it going? It's going good this way.
All right, same here, man. Glad to hear it, and thank you so much for joining us to talk with us, man. So I'm going to switch things up a little here in this interview today. So let's do this. From your perspective, can we get a little history from you in terms of what's led you to this point in your career as an author?
Well, basically, after high school, I graduated about 2006. After high school, I went on to college. And what got me into writing was my anxiety. I was having a lot of anxiety with meeting new people, being in crowded places. So I used to sit in my dorm room and just think of, like, what can I do to, brace myself for the outside world. And I just started writing different things like poems and short stories. And a couple years later, this is what led me here, just writing book after book.
So how many books have you written thus far and published?
Well, I have 4 published. I've written about 10 or 11.
Oh, wow. That's incredible, man. Hats off to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Most definitely. So, online, social media, that seems to be the new age tool of anybody, any business for that matter,
right,
to, spread the word with marketing, public relations, just getting the word out about your product or who you are. How has online or social media helped you as an author?
Well, I think as a social media presence, the best way, I figured out the best way for me was just to create an audience, whether it's just for laughs, memes, create memes or things of that nature, just to create an audience, some traffic, some foot traffic. And then you want to go ahead and just introduce your product. If they like you, they'll pretty much like your product. If they don't like you, then your product, it won't move.
Yeah, most definitely. So let's talk in depth about your book. It's an Amazon bestseller, and it's called The Crumb Snatchers. Can you give us some details into the synopsis of the book?
The Crumb Snatchers is basically a three-book series. For this particular book, what I did was, I know some people didn't catch the first book because it was discontinued from Amazon, but it's still at book. So what I did was I combined all three volumes into this one book. So that way you can get all 3 books still for the one lower price.
Yeah. That was smart. Okay. So what is the book about, the Crumb Snatchers? What is that about?
Well, volume 1, I started with 4 male best friends in high school, late 80s, they're having some money issues, and we all know what happens in the 80s when you're young, black, having money issues.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself in a situation where you want to sell drugs, you want to play, but you want to play sports too. And I think in the 80s, the NBA and the NFL that's when black players were just starting to come in at the top of the draft, and we was kind of getting introduced to more opportunities as well. So these four best friends had to make a decision: are we gonna play sports, or are we gonna run the street? And they had to make a decision.
Okay. And what was the motivation behind penning this particular book?
Well, the motivation was where I'm from. I'm from Albany, Georgia, which is a small city south of Atlanta. Like, I'm further below Atlanta, which is about an hour out, hour and a half from Florida. And what motivated me was me and my friends found ourselves in this position. Well, some of my friends, we wanted to play sports, but we wanted the street life as well. And I think what motivated you either way was girls like athletes and girls like street guys. And we wanted to be both of them.
Yeah.
And that would kind of narrated the book for me, so I didn't have to make a lot of this up. I just took things that I did. I saw things that I saw a lot of, and I just put it in the volume 1 of the book.
Cool. Yeah, I was going to ask you that, like, how much of this book is based on facts and true life?
A little bit of facts, a whole lot of fiction.
Okay. All right. So, what kind of people are you targeting? Like, who's this audience? What kind of audience is this book for?
Well, it's basically me being an urban author. I target my urban community as far as my readers. Of course, I want to go out of bounds with it as well. But my target is urban readers, young readers, someone that is looking for something good to read and they can understand and vibe with it.
Nice. All right. So, as an author, man, how do you feel that you have evolved and grown from the time that you penned your first book?
Oh man, if you read my first book and you read like my 6th or my 7th book, you'll see like unorthodox, but I'm still growing at the same time because I don't write like A, B, C, D, E, then 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I write as if I'm writing a Netflix series. I flash here, I flash back, then I bring it back together so you can get a clear understanding of why this character is where they is and why they are where they are.
Right. Yes, sir. All right. Cool deal. So what's in your immediate future?
Right now, man, I just started back going to school for medical engineering.
Nice.
But I'm still, I still write. I still find time to write. I love to write. I love to write about anything. I write about my life. I write about my friends' life sometimes. Sometimes I can look at somebody and I can just think about what their life may be like, and I'll write it down.
Yeah. Okay. And we all know at the beginning it can be a tough thing to consider even calling ourselves writers or authors at first until we really feel like we're right where we belong. But more importantly, that the dream is within our grasp and we truly not going anywhere away from that dream, established, rooted, ingrained. You get the idea. So how secure or safe is the dream of being a writer for you today?
It has its ups and downs. Basically, because it's harder to get your community to support what you're trying to do, something positive sometimes. But I felt like strangers support my movement more than, people I would call my friends.
Yeah. Be like that.
Yeah. So what I did was I took my online presence is cool. That's okay. But I think I sell more out of the trunk with merchandise and like shirts and sweatshirts and books. Out of the trunk, I make way more of a presence that way.
Yeah. Okay. So, how do you protect it? How do you protect this dream and make sure it never goes away?
Just have hope. Just keep on. Just keep every day waking up, just trying to do something that'll make it go to the next level. That's the only way you can pretty much protect it.
Yeah. All right, my friend. Let everyone know where they can connect with you online and purchase the book.
Oh yeah, you can get at me on Facebook, just at the Calm Connection. Instagram is RayRay2127_, and on Twitter is RayRay_2127. All of my books will be available on Amazon and Books A Million. This newer book, with all three combined, this will be for pre-order on Valentine's Day, and then on March 14th, of course, it'll be available for sale.
Nice. Valentine's Day pre-order, guys. Get your pre-orders in. It'll make a nice gift for the reader in your life. Someone who's seeking an urban adventure, I think this is the book for you. Well, I want to thank you so much, man, for being our guest today. And we'll have all those links in the description of this episode and in the show notes. So our listeners can just click the link and get busy on the Crumb Snatcher when it drops.
All right. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You too.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to vradio@only1mediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre-free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay, but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word, because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the number one rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable, because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace, and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.